What's a game you're proud to have 100% completed?
Leave a comment about your thoughts on the question.
The original, unmodded Skyrim.
Why would anyone do that though? Skyrim isn't even an actual game, it's just a testbed for the real game, Mod Organizer 2.
I have over 500 hours on Skyrim, which with how I mod means that I likely have over 1,500 hours on MO2.
I don't even play Skyrim, I play Creation Engine.
This is difficult. It's so easy to finish a playthrough leaving dozens of quests left.
Yep. I can't remember how many hours, but it was a lot.
Yes, me too. The Thieves Guild achievement where you have to do like 125 side jobs was the worst. But I just had to get that last trophy. I wasn't interested in playing vampire or werewolf, so to get those achievements I set the game to easiest difficulty and just slaughtered everyone in the cities. It's amazing how quick everything dies when you play on that difficulty. I had been playing on Legendary for years.
Full Steam achievements on Cyberpunk 2077. Boom.
I even spent a not insignificant amount of time crafting rifles out of recycled soda cans to farm enough money to get all the cars. I got so addicted to Cyberpunk on launch I put in 200 hours over 2 100% playthroughs, all endings, all everything before I put it down. Can't wait for the story DLC.
Sorry to go off topic, but that is one awesome username.
Legend of Dragoon. The story was absolutely worth the effort. 50 Stardust Gang rise up.
Don't forget collecting all magic hats, buying all the super expensive things, 3 of each for maximum sweat, 99.99 all editions and max leveling.
I replayed this game a few years back specifically to do that. Didn't even know there was a secret boss when I was younger. This was also the first time I used the light character. Intended not to use wind like I always do, but I couldn't do it. I want this game remastered so badly.
Stardew Valley, very satisfying.
Perfection is a really fun challenge, and the ending credit scene is so cool. It's only 100% because of the rule I imposed on myself, but I finished the original Splinter Cell without ever being seen by anyone or killing a single person. Sam who?
That's impressive.
Reminds me of the guy who had all trophies in Dark Souls 2 except for the died one.
I tried this. It took me 3 days to get past the first mission.
Do chaos theory, and that's actually how you get 100%. The game grades it that way, including all secondary objectives and nobody's seen.
Your subscription goes a long way for me, so could you please subscribe?
GoldenEye on the N64. Completed the game on 00 mode plus unlocked all characters and cheats. Ironically, being good enough to unlock invisibility and infinite ammo in that game meant that you really didn't need invincibility or infinite ammo cheats.
I managed to get the invisibility cheat, which at the time felt like a massive achievement, but never beat the game on 00 agent overall. I need to sort that out someday.
Came here to see this. If memory serves me, I was super close, so I wasn't 100%. I bow to you. I think I was 1 or 2 cheats from 100%. But I graduated and moved on with my life. That game was awesome.
RDR2, single player.
Oregon Trail.
You didn't die of dysentery?
The whole Soul series. Demon's Souls, Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, Bloodborne, Sekiro and Elden Ring.
You know, one day I'm sure I'll hate myself enough to commit to that. I keep hitting a wall on Sekiro 100%, then when I go back I just want to start a new game.
I have done all but Sekiro and Elden Ring. Started Elden Ring the day after I platinumed Dark Souls 3 and couldn't get into it. Haven't tried again since. Started BB again yesterday just for fun, and I love it all. Over again. FFVII. All weapons, all materia collected, master materia for all party members, all items, all side quests.
All stats to 255.
Indeed. I still have that PS1 memory card in my desk.
Enter the Gungeon.
Sonic the Hedgehog. It took me, I shit you not, 30 years. I had a Game Gear when I turned 9 and never completed it as I was distracted by other things and generally gamed on my Amiga. 30 years later, during COVID, I finished it on my iPhone. How times have changed.
Mafia. Not because it's hard to complete, but because it's the best story to any game ever.
Dark Souls 3, a victory over some difficult boss fights and an almost impossible camera.
Final Fantasy III, 6 in JP, on SNES. All characters, all magic, all espers, all monsters for Gao. Took 130-ish hours.
Dead Rising.
God of War 2018. I'm also 90% done God of War Ragnarok.
Castlevania SOTN, 200.6% map completion. Worst feeling is doing that in 1999 and bonking my head multiple times in the underground cavern for an hour, feeling so accomplished, then watching a YouTube video on it 10 years later where they do it in minutes swimming with wolf form.
Gran Turismo 7. Way more skill than Soul Games.
I can beat the whole game SL1 without too much trouble, but I can't even get past the third test on the first license in GT3.
Much pain has been endured in GT7.
Hey, my friend, we appreciate your support and would love it if you could BOOP the like button.
Elder Scrolls Oblivion DLC included. Dragon Quest IV, 9 and 11. Fable Anniversary 2 and 3.
Elden Ring, Test of Patience and Skill.
AC Brotherhood on PS3.
Dead Space 2023 was one of my proudest to get 100%. That and Death Stranding, because by all accounts it's a game I should have despised, but I loved it so much I went and got every achievement.
All the Lego games. My COVID-19 project.
Both Red Dead Redemption 2 and Subnautica.
Mario 64 120 stars when I was young.
Checkers.
Life. See ya.
Far Cry 1 on the hardest difficulty. Medal of Honor Pacific Assault also hardest difficulty. Oblivion, normal difference. COD United Offensive hardest difficulty.
Call of Duty, World at War, because it opened up the zombie level not there untoten. I have killed more zombies than I care to remember.
This post got me to realize IHV never finished a game and will go to my personal shower thoughts.
Tomb Raider 2013.
Metroid, Zero Mission on hard mode. And I ain't ever doing that shit ever again.
Most of the Assassin's Creed games.
Completed Assassin's Creed 3 to 100% in 2013. Best memories of better days. I got all 100% achievements in base game Oblivion. Only game I have done so in. Edit, Oblivion on Xbox, I also 100% Jazzpunk on PC/Steam.
There were a lot of games I considered impossible when I was a young boy, like Ocarina of Time, FF7, etc. Now that I am older and have finished those games, I think it was really impossible for me to have finished those games when I was younger. I still felt satisfaction finishing those games, but I feel like I am cheating because I'm older.
Dragon's Lair, by far.
Space Jam by Zachtronics. The penultimate level was 2 weeks of glorious hyperfocus, but I did it. And then the final level turned out to be a cakewalk, because this was before they patched it so that the boss couldn't get stun-locked in a corner. I genuinely only needed to look up one solution, the level before the penultimate one, but the rest was all me.
Crash the Bandicoot series, especially the fourth, it was such a haul and a pain, I even broke a gamepad purely from use, no throwing or abuse.
Super Mario 64. And Super Mario Bros. On the SNES.
Is proud the right word? I don't really feel proud about any of them, TBH.
The Legend of Zelda, The Ocarina of Time. I can still see those goddamn gold sculptures with their stupid hiding places and their stupid scratch noises.
I got all 1,000 achievement points for all the Call of Duty games from NW through B02. No fighting in the war room from NW1 was a nightmare.